Be me. 25 years old, working as a barista at an overpriced coffee shop in the city where a single latte costs more than my entire hourly wage. The coffee shop is called Brew Awakening, which is the worst pun I've ever heard, but here we are. Rent is absolutely killing me. Student loans are murdering me. My bank account is basically a crime scene with chalk outlines at this point. Living paycheck to paycheck, eating ramen 4 nights a week, sometimes 5 if it's a bad week. The struggle is extremely real. My apartment is a studio in the worst part of town. The building smells like sadness and old curry. The radiator makes demonic sounds at 3 a.m. Share the place with my roommate Ben, who works at a tech startup that will definitely fail within 6 months. We're disrupting the pet food industry with blockchain technology. That makes no sense. Exactly, that's why it's disruptive. One Tuesday afternoon, this girl walks into the coffee shop during the slow period. She's stunning, like unfairly attractive. Designer clothes, expensive leather bag that probably costs more than 3 months of my rent. Has that rich girl energy that screams money. Perfectly styled hair, minimal but expensive makeup. Walks with the confidence of someone who's never had to check their bank balance before buying something. Orders the most complicated drink I've ever heard in my 2 years working here. I'd like an iced oat milk latte with 2 pumps, sugar-free vanilla, 1 pump hazelnut, extra ice, light foam, which are served at exactly 38 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't even know how to check if something is 38 degrees, but okay, sure, whatever you want. Coming right up. Make her drink, trying desperately not to mess it up because she looks like the type to leave a bad Yelp review. My coworker Tyler is watching. Dude, she's way out of your league. I'm just making her coffee, not proposing marriage. Just saying, don't get any ideas. Hand her the drink, she takes a small sip, pauses for dramatic effect. Nods approvingly like she's a wine critic. Perfect, you're actually good at this. Thanks, I try my best. Most baristas can't get the temperature right. This is exactly what I wanted. Glad I could help. She pays with a black credit card, doesn't even look at the total, leaves a $5 tip on a $7 drink. And she sits in the corner with her laptop for like 3 hours, typing away at something. Keeps glancing at me occasionally. It's kind of weird, but also slightly flattering in a confusing way. Tyler notices too. Dude, rich girl is totally checking you out. She's probably just making sure her drink stays good. Nobody looks at their barista that much. She's interested. You're delusional. My shift ends at 6 p.m. I'm cleaning up the espresso machine when she approaches the counter again. Hey, this is going to sound really strange and possibly insane, but can I talk to you about something? Oh no, here it comes. She's going to complain about the coffee temperature being 37 degrees instead of 38. Sure, what's up? Was the drink okay? She looks around nervously to make sure nobody's listening, leans in closer. I have a proposition for you. It's going to sound absolutely insane, but please hear me out before you say no. I'm listening, but also extremely confused and slightly concerned. I need a fake boyfriend for 2 weeks. I'll pay you $3,000 cash. I'm sorry. What? Brain.exe has stopped working. You'll pay me $3,000 to pretend to be your boyfriend? Yes, I know it sounds completely crazy, but I have my reasons and I'm willing to pay very well for your time. My brain is doing rapid math calculations. $3,000 would solve approximately half my current financial problems. Could pay rent for 2 months, make a dent in student loans, maybe buy groceries that aren't instant ramen. Why do you need a fake boyfriend? Are you in danger or something? No, nothing like that. It's a family situation. Look, my parents keep setting me up on blind dates with guys I absolutely can't stand. Sons of their business partners, golf club members, you know the type. I don't know the type because I'm poor, but I nod anyway. I need them to think I'm seriously dating someone so they'll finally back off and stop trying to control my love life. Seems suspicious, but $3,000 is $3,000, and I'm very broke. What exactly would I have to do? Come to family dinners, maybe a couple events, act like we're in a committed relationship, hold my hand, call me pet names, nothing weird or inappropriate beyond normal couple stuff. And you'll pay me $3,000 for 2 weeks of this? Cash, upfront. I half now and half after the 2 weeks are completed successfully. I should probably think about this more carefully and consider the potential risks, but rent is due in exactly 1 week. Okay, I'll do it. She smiles, actually smiles, pulls out an envelope from her expensive bag. Here's $1,500. The rest when we're done. My name is Natalie, by the way. Natalie Chen. I'm Alex Morrison. Nice to meet you, I guess? We exchange phone numbers. She tells me to dress nice for dinner on Friday with her family. My parents are expecting to meet you. I told them we've been dating for about a month. Any specific things I should know about you or your family? I'll text you all the details tonight. Just be charming and go along with whatever I say. We'll have our story straight. Sounds good. She leaves. I'm standing there holding $1,500 cash, feeling like I just entered some kind of alternate reality. Count the money 3 times to make sure it's actually real and not Monopoly money. It's real. This is actually happening. I just agreed to be a fake boyfriend for money. Text Ben immediately. Dude, you won't believe what just happened at work. What? Did you finally get fired for being late every day? A rich girl just paid me $1,500 to be her fake boyfriend. What? I'm serious. She needs someone for family events, paying me $3,000 total. That's either the best or worst decision you've ever made. Probably both simultaneously. Spend the next few days seriously stressing about Friday dinner with Natalie's family. She texts me extremely detailed instructions like she's planning a military operation. Wear a suit, dark colors, nothing flashy, be polite but not overly formal. Call me babe or honey occasionally, but not too much. Hold my hand. We met at a charity event 6 weeks ago. You work in finance as an investment analyst. I work as a barista making $7.50 an hour, but okay, I'm in finance now. Also, my dad is very intense and protective. Just agree with everything he says, don't argue. Great, no pressure whatsoever. My mom is sweet but extremely nosy. She'll ask personal questions. I'll jump in if it gets too weird. What kind of personal questions? Marriage, kids, your family background, your financial stability, your long-term plans, basically everything. This is going to be hell. Friday arrives. I'm wearing a suit I borrowed from Ben that fits okay but not great. The pants are slightly too long, the jacket is slightly too tight. I look almost respectable if you don't look too closely. Natalie picks me up in a Mercedes because of course she drives a Mercedes, probably costs more than I'll make in 5 years. You look good. The suit works. Thanks, borrowed it from my roommate. Hope your parents don't notice. They won't, trust me. She's wearing a dress that probably costs more than my entire wardrobe combined. Looks incredible. Okay, so quick rundown. Before we get there, my dad is Richard Chen. He's a corporate lawyer, very traditional, very protective. My mom is Catherine. She's sweet, but she will interrogate you. Got it, Richard and Catherine Chen. They're going to ask about your job, your family, your education, your intentions with me. Just be confident and stick to the story. I'm pretending to work in finance. What specifically should I say? Investment analysis for a small boutique firm. It's boring. They probably won't ask too many technical details. If they do, just talk about emerging markets and portfolio diversification. I know nothing about those things. Neither do they really, just sound confident. We arrive at this absolutely massive house in the suburbs. It's basically a mansion with a circular driveway. You grew up here? Yeah, it's ridiculously big, I know. My parents like to show off their success. Walk up to the front door, feel like I'm entering a lion's den. Her parents are waiting in the foyer, which is bigger than my entire apartment. Her dad, Richard, is tall, imposing, wearing an expensive suit. Ivan has that intimidating lawyer energy. Her mom, Catherine, is elegant, looks like an older version of Natalie, very put together. Mom, Dad, this is Alex, my boyfriend. Handshakes all around. Richard has a crushing grip, definitely trying to intimidate me. Nice to meet you, sir, ma'am. Thank you for having me. Please call me Catherine. So wonderful to finally meet you. Natalie has told us so much about you. Has she, though? We move to the dining room. There's a huge table set with fancy china and multiple sets of silverware. I don't know which fork to use for what, just copying everything Natalie does. So Alex, Natalie mentioned you work in finance? Yes, sir. Investment analysis for a boutique firm. Interesting field. Which firm are you with? Oh shit, I don't have a firm name prepared. Smaller boutique operation. We focus primarily on emerging markets and alternative investments. Natalie squeezes my hand under the table, signal that I'm doing okay. And how did you two meet exactly? Charity event, actually. I was there representing my firm, networking mostly. She was there with friends. Love at first sight? Natalie jumps in smoothly. He actually spilled champagne on my dress. Within the first 5 minutes, had to apologize profusely. We started talking while he was trying to clean it up and we just hit it off. Smooth cover story, very believable. Dinner continues. I'm sweating under this suit, but somehow holding it together. The food is incredible, probably the best meal I've had in years. Richard keeps asking probing questions, testing me. What are your long-term career goals, Alex? Partnership at the firm eventually. Build a solid client base, maybe start my own advisory firm down the line if the opportunity presents itself. I'm completely making this up as I go, but it sounds good. He nods approvingly. Ambitious. I like that. What about personal goals? Build a stable life, find someone I care about, which I think I have, eventually settle down. Natalie smiles, squeezes my hand again. Catherine is beaming. That's wonderful. And your family, where are they from? Originally from the Midwest, small town, my parents both worked in education. This part is actually true. Teachers? My mom was a teacher. My dad was a school administrator. How lovely. Education is so important. After dinner, we moved to the living room, which is also massive. Catherine starts showing me family photos from various albums. Quick, this is Natalie at her piano recital when she was 7. She was adorable. She still is, obviously. Natalie rolls her eyes, but she's smiling. Richard pulls me aside for a private conversation in his study. Oh no, this is the intimidating father talk. I've seen this in movies. His study has leather furniture, wall of law books, feels like being called to the principal's office. Alex, I'll be direct with you because I believe in honesty. What are your intentions with my daughter? I care about her very much, sir. I want to see where this relationship goes naturally. She's been through a lot with previous relationships, particularly her last boyfriend. I don't want to see her hurt again. I completely understand, sir. I have absolutely no intention of hurting her. He studies my face for a long, uncomfortable moment. Good, because if you do hurt her, I will make your life extremely difficult. I have resources and connections. Do we understand each other? Not a threat, a clear promise. Yes, sir. Understood completely. Excellent. Now let's rejoin the ladies. We leave around 10 p.m. I'm physically and emotionally exhausted from the performance. Get back in the Mercedes. Natalie is laughing. Oh my God, you did amazing. My dad actually liked you. He threatened me at the end in his study. That means he respects you enough to warn you. If he didn't care, he wouldn't bother with the threat. Your family is extremely intense. Welcome to my world. This is what I deal with constantly. She drives me home. Parks outside my building, which looks extremely shabby compared to her house. Seriously though, thank you. That was absolutely perfect. You're a natural actor. Just doing my job, I guess. Earning that money. You earned it tonight? Same time next week? Another dinner? Family brunch on Sunday, actually. I'll pick you up at 11 a.m. Sounds good. I'll be ready. Awkward moment where we just sit there looking at each other. Well, good night, fake boyfriend. Good night, fake girlfriend. She drives away. I go inside, feeling extremely weird about the whole situation. Ben is waiting up, playing video games. How was dinner with the fake girlfriend's rich family? Bizarre, but I survived. Her dad gave me the threatening father speech. Classic, intimidating, rich dad move. I have to do brunch on Sunday at their country club. You're really fully committing to this bit. $3,000, man. I'm completely committed for 2 weeks. Sunday arrives. Brunch is at an actual country club with golf courses and tennis courts. I've never been to a country club in my entire life. Feel completely out of place. Natalie picks me up again, gives me another detailed rundown. My sister Victoria will be there. She's extremely judgmental and critical. Just ignore whatever she says. Great, more family pressure. At brunch, I meet Victoria. She's even more intimidating than Richard somehow. Perfectly styled, designer everything. Looks at me like I'm beneath her. So you're the new boyfriend. Interesting. How long do we think this one will last? Natalie glares at her. Victoria, be nice for once. I'm just asking a reasonable question. You do have quite the track record, Natalie. This is extremely awkward. I'm eating overpriced eggs Benedict in complete silence. Victoria keeps making passive-aggressive comments throughout brunch. You work in finance? How lucrative exactly. Natalie has expensive taste. I do okay, comfortable. Just okay? Interesting choice. Natalie changes the subject quickly. Alex and I are thinking about taking a weekend trip, maybe to the coast. We definitely didn't discuss this, but okay, going with it. How romantic. Don't forget to post photos on social media. I'm sure everyone would love to see. Can't tell if she's being genuine or extremely sarcastic. Rich people communication is very confusing. After brunch, Natalie is visibly angry. I'm so sorry about my sister. She's always been like that, incredibly critical. It's fine, I can handle some passive aggression. No, it's not fine. She's being a complete bitch for absolutely no reason. We're sitting in her car outside the country club. Why does she care so much about your relationships? Long story. She thinks I have terrible judgment in men. She's probably right, honestly. What happened with your ex that everyone keeps mentioning? She's quiet for a long moment, staring out the window. He cheated on me. Multiple times, actually. I kept taking him back. Like an absolute idiot. My family hated him from the start. Oh, that explains the whole fake boyfriend situation perfectly. I'm really sorry. That's absolutely terrible. It's why I need to show them I'm with someone stable and decent, even if it's temporary and fake. Starting to understand her motivation much better now. Well, I'm stable and decent for the next week and a half at least. She laughs genuinely. You're getting another $1,500 for this, don't forget. Trust me, I definitely haven't forgotten that money is paying my rent. Over the next week, we have 3 more family events. Dinner with her extensive friend group, a fancy art gallery, opening, another family gathering. We're getting increasingly comfortable with the fake relationship dynamic. Holding hands feels completely natural now. Calling her babe doesn't sound forced anymore. Her friends are actually cool, way less intense than her family. One of them, Madison, pulls me aside at the gallery opening. You're really good for her. I haven't seen Natalie this genuinely happy in a very long time. We're just having fun together. She really likes you, I can tell. I've known her since college. Warning bells going off loudly in my head. This is supposed to be completely fake. Feelings weren't part of the business arrangement. Start noticing small things about Natalie that I didn't notice before. The way she laughs at my stupid jokes, how she unconsciously touches my arm when she talks, the way she looks at me when she thinks I'm not paying attention. This is getting complicated very quickly. One night after an event, she suggests getting food, just the 2 of us. Want to grab actual dinner, not a performance dinner for my family? Yeah, I could definitely eat. We go to a casual burger place, sitting in a booth. Feels like an actual real date. Can I ask you something personal? Sure, go ahead. Why did you actually say yes to this whole arrangement? You didn't know me at all. It could have been dangerous. Honestly, I desperately needed the money. I'm completely broke. Rent is insane. Student loans are crushing me. What did you study in college? Photography, actually, which is exactly why I'm working as a barista making barely minimum wage. You're a photographer? Was a photographer, haven't touched my camera in months. Can't afford to actually pursue it as a career. She's looking at me differently now, more interested. What kind of photography did you do? Portraits mostly, some street photography. I really liked capturing genuine, real moments between people. I'd honestly love to see your work sometime. It's really nothing special. I seriously bet it is. We're having an actual real conversation, not playing assigned roles. Feels genuine, scary, confusing. Walk her to her car after dinner. Thanks for tonight. I really needed something normal. Me too, this was nice. Moment of tension. We're standing very close to each other. She leans in slightly. I think she's going to kiss me. Pulls back at the last second. Sorry, that was inappropriate and weird. No, it's completely fine. We should probably keep boundaries very clear. Yeah, probably a good idea. Drive home feeling confused as hell about everything. Am I actually catching real feelings for my fake girlfriend? This is a genuinely terrible idea. 1 week left in our arrangement, one final week. Final event is a big one. Her parents' 30th anniversary party. Tons of extended family, family friends, business associates, huge event. I'm in a full tuxedo that I had to rent, feeling like I'm in some kind of movie. Natalie looks absolutely incredible. Everyone at the party is staring at her. We're playing the perfect couple all night long, dancing, laughing, taking photos. I'm meeting endless extended family members. Her grandmother corners me near the dessert table. You're very different from the other boys she's brought around. I genuinely like you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Don't mess this up, young man. My granddaughter deserves someone truly good. Everyone keeps telling me not to hurt her, feeling extremely guilty because this entire thing is completely fake. Later in the evening, I'm getting drinks when some guy approaches Natalie. He's tall, conventionally attractive, obviously knows her well. They're talking, he's touching her arm. She's smiling but looks uncomfortable. Feel a weird, unexpected surge of jealousy. I'm not actually her real boyfriend. I have absolutely no right to be jealous. Walk over anyway, can't help myself. Hey babe, got your drink. She looks genuinely relieved to see me. Thanks, honey. This is Brandon. We went to high school together. Brandon sizes me up with obvious hostility. So you're the new guy? I've heard quite a lot about you. All good things, I hope. Sure, Natalie's always been exceptionally good at finding interesting people to date. There's serious tension here that I don't fully understand. We should get back to the party. Grab Natalie's hand, lead her away from Brandon. Thank you so much for that rescue. Brandon is my ex's absolute best friend. The one who cheated on you repeatedly? Yeah, they were both completely terrible people. Want to get some fresh air? We step outside onto a large balcony, city lights visible everywhere. This is absolutely exhausting, all the pretending constantly. Tell me about it. I'm mentally exhausted. Except with you. It really doesn't feel like pretending anymore. Oh no, she's going there. We're having this conversation. Natalie, we should probably talk about this. I know, it's stupid. We have a clear business arrangement. It's not stupid at all. I've been feeling exactly the same way. Admitting it out loud makes it completely real. You have? Yeah, this whole thing got really confusing really fast. What do we do about it? I honestly don't know. We have a few more days left. Maybe we figure it out after the arrangement ends? Okay, we'll talk after. Go back inside, finish the anniversary party, extremely aware of every single touch and glance between us. Drive home that night, thinking obsessively about everything. I like her, actually genuinely like her. Not as a paid job, but as an actual person. This is so incredibly stupid. She's rich, I'm broke. We live in completely different worlds. But something feels genuinely right about us together. 2 days before the 2 weeks officially end, meeting her for coffee at a normal, regular place, not the fancy, expensive coffee shop. She has an envelope, presumably the rest of my payment. Here's the other $1,500 as promised. Thanks. Stare at the money, feels wrong somehow now. So, we actually did it. Fooled everyone completely. Yeah, your entire family loves me. They really do. My dad literally asked when we're getting serious about the future. Laughing, but it's extremely awkward. So, what do we tell them when we inevitably break up? Maybe we don't break up? Looking directly at each other. You mean like actually date for real? Is that completely insane? Probably, but I really want to try. Me too. Feels like a massive weight has lifted. We're doing this. Actual real relationship, no payment, no performance, just genuine. Spend the next few weeks actually properly dating. She comes to my tiny apartment, doesn't seem to care that it's small and kind of shabby. I meet her friends properly as her real boyfriend, not as a paid actor. Everything feels good, really genuinely good. Then one night I'm at her apartment while she's in the shower. Her phone buzzes loudly on the coffee table. Text notification from Madison pops up on the screen. So did he pass the final test? What? I shouldn't look, but something feels immediately wrong. Pick up the phone. She doesn't have it locked. Scroll up slightly in the conversation with Madison. My blood runs completely cold. Messages from weeks before we even met. I'm going to hire someone to be my fake boyfriend and secretly test if he stays loyal. That's brilliant. Test him before you actually date him for real. Exactly, I'll pay him so he thinks it's purely business. Then carefully see if he tries anything with other girls I plant. Keep scrolling, getting physically sick. I'll have my friends flirt with him at events, see if he takes any bait. What if he passes all the tests? Then maybe he's actually worth dating for real. There are photos of me attached. Photos from the coffee shop taken before she ever talked to me. She'd been watching me, researching me, planning this entire thing. Screenshots of my social media profiles, detailed notes about my background. This entire thing was an elaborate setup from the very beginning. The fake boyfriend arrangement was actually a loyalty test. She was testing if I would cheat or remain faithful. Feel like I'm gonna throw up. Everything was completely fake. The entire relationship was manufactured. Every single moment, every feeling, completely manipulated. Hear the shower, turn off. Quickly put the phone back exactly where it was. Try to act normal. She comes out wearing a robe, smiling at me. Hey, want to order some food? Actually, I really need to go. What? Why? Is everything okay? Just remembered I have an early shift tomorrow morning. Complete lie, just like everything she told me. Okay, text me when you get home safely. Yeah, leave her apartment as quickly as possible, barely holding myself together. Get outside, start walking with no destination. Just need to move. Everything is a complete lie. I'm so incredibly stupid. Genuinely thought she actually liked me. It was all just an elaborate test, a social experiment. Was I supposed to fail? Was she disappointed that I passed? Get home at 2 a.m. Ben is asleep. Sit in my room staring at the ceiling until sunrise. She tested me like I was some kind of laboratory rat. Hired me, paid me, manipulated absolutely everything. Made me fall for her, knowing the entire time it was fake. My face when I got paid, to be a fake boyfriend and caught real feelings only to discover the whole thing was actually an elaborate loyalty test she'd been planning for weeks. Or to that feeling when you realize you were never actually in control and everything you felt that might have been completely manufactured and manipulated from the very start. Be me. 1 week after discovering Natalie's elaborate loyalty test, living in complete emotional chaos. Haven't talked to her despite approximately 40 desperate texts and 15 missed calls. Deleted most of the messages without reading them because I'm petty and deeply hurt. The ones I did read were all variations of "please let me explain" and "I'm sorry." Sorry doesn't fix manipulation. Sorry doesn't undo elaborate lies. Ben thinks I'm being overly dramatic about the whole situation. Dude, she liked you enough to actually test you before committing. That's kind of a compliment when you think about it. That's literally the dumbest take I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm just saying, she could have tested you and then just ghosted you completely. Instead, she actually wanted to date you for real. She manipulated me. It paid me actual money to be in a fake relationship, then secretly tested my loyalty without my knowledge or consent. Okay, when you phrase it exactly like that, it does sound pretty bad. Because it is bad. It's manipulation and deceit. Work is absolute hell because I keep constantly expecting her to show up at the coffee shop. She's come by twice more during my shifts. I had my co-workers tell her I was on break both times. Literally hiding from a rich girl in the coffee shop supply closet. This is what my life has become. Tyler thinks it's hilarious. You're hiding from your fake girlfriend? Ex-fake girlfriend. And yes, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Friday night, I'm home eating cereal straight from the box for dinner, living my absolute best life. Doorbell rings at 9 p.m. Nobody ever visits me at this hour. Look through the peephole carefully. It's Madison, Natalie's best friend, the literal accomplice to the entire scheme. Seriously debate not answering, but she probably knows I'm home. My lights are on. Open the door reluctantly. What do you want, Madison? To talk? Can I please come in? Make it quick, I'm busy. Eating cereal in your pajamas. Very busy, very important cereal. She walks in without waiting for permission, looks around my tiny apartment. This place is cozy. It's small and cheap. What do you actually want? Natalie's a complete mess. She's been crying nonstop for a week straight. Good, she should feel bad. That's pretty cold. She tested me like I was a laboratory experiment. I think I'm allowed to be cold. Madison sits on my couch without being invited, making herself comfortable. Look, I know the whole thing was seriously messed up, I told her. From the beginning, it was a terrible idea. But you helped her anyway. You were complicit. I'm a supportive best friend. Sue me. Why are you actually here, Madison? Because she's genuinely devastated and she does actually care about you. Like really deeply. How am I supposed to believe literally anything when everything was built on lies? That's completely fair. But seriously, think about it. If she just wanted to test you and move on, why keep dating you after you passed? Maybe I didn't actually pass. Maybe the test is still ongoing right now. You're being paranoid. You would be extremely paranoid too if someone orchestrated your entire relationship. Madison sighs heavily. Okay, let me tell you the complete full story. Natalie's ex absolutely destroyed her emotionally. I know he cheated multiple times. It was significantly worse than just that. He cheated with her former absolute best friend, gaslit her for months, made her genuinely think she was losing her mind for being suspicious. That's genuinely horrible, but doesn't excuse manipulation. When she finally caught them together, he literally laughed in her face, said she was too trusting and naive, that she deserved to be cheated on. Okay, that's actually terrible. So she decided to never trust anyone ever again. She decided to be extremely careful. The test thing was extreme, I completely admit that, but it came from a place of genuine trauma. Understanding someone's motivation doesn't automatically mean I have to forgive them. What exactly was the test? So what specifically was I supposed to fail? She had 3 different friends flirt with you at various events, see if you'd take the bait or stay focused on her. Thinking back carefully to all the parties and the gallery opening. There were definitely girls being overly friendly. I just thought they were being nice. I didn't even notice, honestly. Exactly, you passed completely. You were focused entirely on Natalie the whole time. Because I actually liked her. Because I genuinely thought it was real. It was real for both of you. Built on a foundation of lies. We're going in frustrating circles. Look, I'm not saying you have to forgive her right now. I'm just asking you to at least hear her out. I don't know if I actually can. She really loves you. Those specific words hit different, unexpected impact. Love, she actually loves me? She said that? Yes, multiple times. She's never said that about anyone, not even her terrible ex. Processing this new information carefully. I need more time to think. Okay, but seriously, don't take too long. She's actively planning to move to Europe. Wait, what? She thinks she completely ruined everything here, wants to start over somewhere completely new. She's looking at jobs in London. Is she actually serious? When would she leave? Applications are already submitted. She could potentially leave in a month. Madison leaves, I'm stuck with overwhelming new information. Natalie might actually move to a different continent because of this. Spend the entire weekend thinking obsessively about everything. Am I being too harsh? Was the test really that unforgivable? Yes, it absolutely was bad. Consent matters and everything. But I also genuinely can't stop thinking about her constantly. The way she laughed, how comfortable we were together, the genuine connection we had. Was that all real, or am I just desperately lonely? Monday morning, get a text from an unknown number. Hey, it's Richard, Natalie's dad. We need to talk seriously. Oh shit. Intimidating rich lawyer dad wants to talk to me. About what specifically? My daughter's situation. Meet me for lunch. I'm buying. No excuses. Can't really say no to that. Meet him at an extremely expensive steakhouse. Feel completely underdressed. Richard is already there. Expensive suit. Intimidating as always. Thanks for coming, Alex. Didn't feel like I had much choice, sir. You always have a choice. That's actually what I wanted to discuss with you. Orders us both expensive steaks without asking what I want. Power move, noted. Natalie told me absolutely everything. The arrangement, the test, all of it. Okay. I want to apologize on her behalf for the manipulation. Definitely not what I expected from him. I raised her to be cautious, especially after what happened with that worthless, cheating ex. But I didn't teach her to manipulate people. I appreciate that, sir. Call me Richard. You've definitely earned that right. Food arrives, it's genuinely the best steak I've ever had in my life. I've been practicing law for over 30 years, seen countless relationship cases, divorces, custody battles, all the worst of humanity. Sounds extremely rough. It is, and it's made me extremely cynical about love. I unfortunately passed that cynicism directly to my daughter. He's being surprisingly open and vulnerable. She learned from me to protect herself above absolutely everything else, to thoroughly test people's loyalty before giving them her heart. So the test was partially your idea? Indirectly, I told her after her ex that she needed to be significantly more careful, to vet people thoroughly before committing. I don't think this is what you meant. Definitely not. I meant background checks and references, not elaborate social experiments. Almost laugh at that absurdity. What I'm trying to say is, her actions came from deep fear, not malice. I understand that doesn't automatically make it okay. Agreed completely, but it makes it forgivable. Curious if you're willing to forgive. Why do you actually care about this? Because in the month you pretended to date my daughter, I saw her happier than she's been in years. Genuinely happy. That hits extremely hard. And because when I threatened you at that first dinner, you didn't even flinch. You just took it with grace. That takes real character. I was absolutely terrified internally. I know, but you didn't show it at all. I genuinely respect that. Finish eating. Richard pays as promised. Think about it carefully. She made a serious mistake, a huge one, but she's genuine about her feelings for you. I will think about it. And Alex, if you do decide to forgive her, I'll support the relationship properly this time. No more tests, no more games, just honesty. Thanks, Richard. Shake hands firmly. Leave feeling even more confused than before. Everyone's telling me to forgive her from every direction. But trust is fundamentally broken. Can it actually be rebuilt? Get home. Ben's playing video games as usual. You had lunch with her intimidating dad. How did you know? Natalie's friend Madison texted me. Apparently everyone's actively coordinating. This is absolutely insane. They really want you two together. I don't even know what I want anymore. Do you love her? What? Simple, direct question. Do you actually love her? Think about it seriously. Yeah, I genuinely do. Even after everything that happened. Maybe. Probably. Then stop being unnecessarily stubborn and actually talk to her. It's not that simple. It literally is exactly that simple. You like her, she likes you. Everything else is just noise. Ben's surprisingly wise for a guy who eats cold pizza for breakfast. That night I finally text Natalie. We need to talk. In person, face to face. She responds literally immediately. Yes, when? Where? I'll come anywhere you want. Tomorrow, coffee shop, 2 p.m. The normal one, not the fancy expensive one. I'll be there, thank you. Spend the entire next day extremely nervous. Practice what I want to say, have it all planned out in my head. She walks in at exactly 2 p.m., looks completely exhausted. Dark circles under her eyes, looks like she hasn't slept properly in days. Feel an immediate pang of guilt. We sit down at a corner table, awkward, heavy silence. Thanks for agreeing to meet me. I've been wanting to talk for weeks now. I know. I needed space to process everything. I completely understand. Deep breath, here we go with this. What you did was fundamentally wrong. The lying, the manipulation, the elaborate test, all of it was wrong. I know. You violated my trust before we even had real trust. You paid me to be in a relationship, then secretly tested my loyalty like I was on trial for a crime. You're absolutely right. It was terrible. I felt like a complete idiot when I found out like everything we had was completely fake and meaningless. She's crying now, tears running down her face. It wasn't fake. My feelings were completely real. How am I supposed to know that? How do I know this isn't just another elaborate test? I don't know how to prove it to you, I just know it's absolutely true. Staring at her, she looks genuinely broken and devastated. Your dad came to see me. What? Took me to an expensive lunch, apologized, explained some things about your past. He did that? Yeah. And Madison came by my apartment, gave me the full detailed backstory about your terrible ex. They're all conspiring together. They care about you deeply. I don't deserve it. Probably not, but they do anyway. Slight smile through the tears. I'm moving to London. Madison mentioned that. I can't stay here knowing I completely messed everything up. Running away doesn't actually solve anything. I know, but I desperately need a fresh start. When do you leave? Got a solid job offer yesterday. They want me in 6 weeks. 6 weeks? That's so soon. Too soon. Congratulations, I guess. Thanks. More heavy silence, so much to say, no idea how to say it. I've been thinking constantly about what happened. And I understand why you did it. Trauma makes people do completely irrational things. Doesn't make it okay. No, it absolutely doesn't, but it makes it human and understandable. She's looking at me with visible hope in her eyes. I can't just pretend it didn't happen. I'm not asking you to. But I also can't pretend I don't have genuine feelings for you. Her eyes widen significantly. You do? Yeah, even after everything, I still care about you deeply. I care about you too, so incredibly much. The question is, can we actually move forward from this? I don't know, can we? Depends, are you completely done testing me? Is this the real authentic you? Yes, completely. No more games, no more manipulation, just me being genuine. Want to believe her so desperately badly. If we try this, we start completely over, fresh, honest communication, absolutely no secrets. Yes, absolutely. And you're moving to London in 6 weeks. I could cancel, stay here instead. No, don't do that. This is a legitimately good opportunity for your career. But what about us? We have 6 weeks to figure out if this is actually real. If by the end we both feel the same way, we make a decision together. Like a trial period? Exactly, no pressure, just genuinely seeing if we work. She's smiling now, genuine warm smile. Okay, 6 weeks, completely fresh start. Fresh start? Shake hands formally, both laugh at the absurdity. That's weird. We shouldn't shake hands. What should we do? Hug? We hug. Feels right, feels safe, feels real. I missed you so much. I missed you too. Spend the rest of the afternoon just talking honestly, no pretense, no performance, just genuine, honest conversation. Tell her about my photography dreams. She tells me about her marketing job. We're actually getting to know each other authentically, for real. I want to see your photos properly. They're honestly not that good. Show me anyway, please. Pull out my phone. Show her my entire portfolio. She's quiet, carefully scrolling through everything. These are genuinely incredible. You're just being nice. I'm completely serious. You have a real natural eye for this. Why did you stop? Couldn't afford equipment, couldn't afford time to pursue it, had to work. What if I helped you? I don't want your money. Not money, connections. I know people in the art world. Could introduce you properly. I don't want handouts. It's not a handout, it's networking. That's literally how the entire industry works. Maybe she has a valid point. Let me think about it. Fair enough. Walk her to her expensive car. So when do I see you again? How about dinner tomorrow night? Like an actual real date? Yeah, a real date. I'll even pay for myself this time. She laughs. Okay, pick me up at 7. I don't have a car, remember? Right, I'll pick you up at 7. She drives away. I'm standing there smiling genuinely. Maybe this can actually work. Spend the next 6 weeks actually dating properly. No family events, no performances, just us being ourselves. She meets Ben properly as my real girlfriend. They actually get along. Your roommate is genuinely cool. He's alright when he's not being annoying. We go to museums, try new restaurants, take long walks in the park. It's normal, healthy, everything the fake relationship absolutely wasn't. She comes to my coffee shop during my shifts, orders complicated drinks just to make me laugh. I'd like a cappuccino with oat milk, 2 shots, extra foam, served at precisely 38 degrees. I still can't measure temperature by feel. Just make it hot. I'm messing with you. Introduce her to my actual real friends, not as a paid actress, as my genuine girlfriend. They like her. She fits in naturally. Dude, she's way out of your league. I'm very aware. But you guys are legitimately cute together. Thanks. 4 weeks in, things are really genuinely good. We're at her apartment watching movies together. I don't want to move to London anymore. Don't cancel because of me. I'm not. I'm canceling because I'm genuinely happy here. But it's a great opportunity. There will be other opportunities. This feels right. She's serious about staying. Are you absolutely sure? Completely sure. She emails the job, officially turns down the offer. Done. I'm staying here. No regrets? Absolutely none. Things get significantly more serious between us. Meet her family again, this time as her actual real boyfriend. Richard gives me a knowing look. Glad you two figured it out. Me too, sir. Told you to call me Richard. Catherine is absolutely thrilled. We're so happy you two work things out. Even Victoria is noticeably less terrible. You passed all the tests. Congratulations. Which tests specifically? All of them, apparently. You're resilient. Family dinners are actually enjoyable now. No pressure, no performance, just being myself. Natalie's different too. More relaxed, more genuine, more herself. I like this version of us significantly better. The honest version? Exactly. 6-week mark arrives. We're at the same coffee shop where we first talked about the arrangement. So, 6 weeks are officially up. They are. What's the final verdict? I want to keep doing this for real, long term. Me too. No more tests ever? No more tests, I promise completely. And you're staying in the city? Already signed a new lease, got a job at a local firm. Everything's working out. Yeah, it really is. Kiss her right there in the coffee shop. My coworkers are definitely staring, but I don't care at all. This is real. Finally, genuinely real. A few months later, things are solid and stable. We've had fights, disagreements, normal relationship stuff. But we work through everything with honest communication. She helps me get into a gallery show for my photography. I told you I knew people in the industry. You weren't kidding about the connections. The show goes surprisingly well. Sell a few pieces, get several commissions. You're a real legitimate photographer now. Thanks to you. No, thanks to your genuine talent. I just opened a door. She comes to the gallery opening, brings her entire family. Richard actually buys one of my larger pieces. For my office, good conversation starter. You don't have to do that. I want to. You're family now. Family, that's heavy and meaningful. 1-year anniversary of when we first met at the coffee shop. She surprises me with an expensive gift. Open it. It's a professional camera, high-end, extremely expensive. This is way too much. It's an investment in your future career. I can't possibly accept this. Yes, you can. Just say thank you. Thank you, seriously. You're welcome. Now go take amazing photos. Use the camera constantly. Building a professional portfolio. Book more gallery shows. Start making actual money from photography. Can finally quit the coffee shop job. I'm going to miss the free coffee. I'll buy you coffee whenever you want. It's not the same. Life is genuinely good for once. Dating someone I actually trust. Doing work I love. Things are stable. Then one night she has something to tell me. Looks nervous. I need to confess something important. Oh no, here we go again. Oh, what is it? There was a 4th test I never told you about. Are you kidding me right now? What kind of test? I had someone offer you money to break up with me. Wanted to see if you'd take it. What? It was early on, during the 6-week trial period. Who offered me money? My sister Victoria. She approached you alone at that gallery, remember? Thinking back carefully, Victoria did talk to me privately. She said something about Natalie having a pattern with terrible men. Didn't think much of it at the time. She offered you money to leave. Yeah, she said something like, how much would it take for you to walk away? I thought she was just being rude and judgmental. You never mentioned it to me at all, because I thought it was just her being her typical critical self. Natalie's laughing now. You passed without even knowing it was a test? That's not funny. You said no more tests. That was before we officially got back together. Technically doesn't count. You're on extremely thin ice right now. I know, I'm sorry. I just wanted you to know the complete, full truth. Any other tests I don't know about? No, that was genuinely the last one, I swear. You better be telling the truth. I am complete honesty from now on. Shake my head, but I'm smiling despite myself. You're genuinely insane. But you love me anyway. Unfortunately, yes. We're good? Actually, genuinely good. No more secrets, no more tests, just us being real. My face when my fake girlfriend tested my loyalty, I found out, almost ended things completely. But we worked through it and built something genuinely real. That feeling when you realize the hardest relationships to build are often the ones most worth having. Be me. 2 years after the whole fake boyfriend loyalty test situation, life is completely different in the absolute best way possible. Quit the barista job over a year ago, now doing photography full-time as my actual career. Have a small but nice studio space in a decent part of the city, regular paying clients, even did a few weddings, which I swore I'd never do. Turns out weddings pay extremely well, and couples in love are actually kind of cute to photograph when they're not being annoying. Still with Natalie, living together in a nice 2-bedroom apartment, not tiny like my old place with Ben, not massive like her parents' house. Perfect, comfortable middle ground. We adopted a cat 6 months ago. His name is Shutter because I'm a photographer and also a complete dork. Shutter is currently systematically destroying our couch, but we love him anyway. Ben moved in with his girlfriend downtown. We still hang out weekly for gaming sessions and pizza. Marriage looks really good on you, man. We're not actually married yet. Yet, give it time, it's coming. He's probably right, but I'm not actively thinking about that yet. Things with Natalie are solid and stable. We've learned how to fight properly without it becoming World War III. Communication is genuinely key. Turns out therapists actually know what they're talking about. Yeah, we went to couples therapy for a few months after the whole test revelation situation. Wasn't my idea initially, Natalie insisted strongly on it. I want us to build healthy relationship patterns from the very start. Therapy actually helped significantly. Learned how to express feelings without accusation or defensiveness. The therapist said, our relationship had an extremely unconventional start, but that doesn't mean it can't be strong. Validation from a professional, very nice. One random Tuesday afternoon, I'm editing photos when Natalie comes home from work looking extremely stressed. Bad day? The absolute worst. My boss is being impossible. Deadline got moved up without warning. Everything's complete chaos. Make her tea, listen to her vent about work, supportive boyfriend things. And then Victoria called. She's getting divorced from her husband. Wait, what? Your sister Victoria, the extremely judgmental one? The very same. Turns out her supposedly perfect husband was cheating with his secretary for over a year. That's genuinely awful. Karma's very real. She spent years judging my relationships harshly, and hers completely imploded. You sound almost happy about it. I'm not happy she's hurt, but I'm a little satisfied about this situational irony. Fair enough, honestly. She wants to stay with us for a while. Oh no, flashbacks intensify. How long is a while exactly? She said a few weeks, probably more like a few months knowing her. Flashback to stories about terrible roommate situations I've heard. We should set very clear boundaries and a specific timeline. Already did. I learned from your horror stories about terrible roommate situations. You're a fast learner. I had a good teacher. Victoria moves in the following weekend with approximately 47 massive suitcases. I packed light. This is light? She's noticeably different from how I remember her. Still less aggressive and critical, more vulnerable and sad. Thanks for letting me crash here. I know we haven't always gotten along well. It's fine, everyone needs help sometimes. First week is actually surprisingly okay. She keeps to herself mostly. Cries occasionally in her room. We pretend not to notice. Second week, she starts opening up more. I was terrible to you when you first started dating Natalie. We're having coffee, Natalie's at work. You were protective of your sister. I was judgmental and unnecessarily rude. I'm genuinely sorry. Apology accepted. I thought you were like all the other guys, just using her for money or status. I was literally being paid to date her at first. Not exactly my finest moment. She laughs. First time I've heard her genuinely laugh. Okay, that's extremely fair. Yeah, but you stayed when you didn't have to. Most guys would have taken the money and disappeared. I'm not most guys, apparently. Clearly not. You passed every single test, even the money one I gave you. The money offer at the gallery opening? Yeah, I offered you $50,000 to disappear completely. $50,000. You offered me what amount? $50,000. I was completely serious. I wanted you gone. Why didn't I hear about the actual number before? Because you walked away before I could even name the specific price. Said something about how Natalie deserves someone who actually genuinely cared, and don't remember saying that, but okay. You were genuinely ready to pay 50 grand to get rid of me. I was prepared to pay 100,000 if necessary. You're very welcome for not having to resist that temptation. Rich people are absolutely wild. For what it's worth, I'm genuinely glad you stuck around. Natalie's happier than I've ever seen her. Thanks, Victoria. Call me Vic. We're family now. Character development all around, apparently. Vic stays for exactly 6 weeks. Uses our couch as an informal therapy session constantly. Tells us everything about her marriage. How she ignored obvious red flags, trusted blindly. I judged Natalie for being overly cautious. Turns out she was actually smart. Being cautious is good. Testing people without their consent is not. Fair point. You two figured it out, though, eventually. After a lot of difficult conversations and professional therapy. Maybe I should try therapy myself. Definitely should. It helped us tremendously. She moves out to her own nice apartment after finding a good aggressive lawyer and starting divorce proceedings. Thanks for everything. I'll genuinely never forget this. Anytime, you're family. Hugs all around, character growth is genuinely wild. Life returns to comfortable normal. Just me, Natalie, and Shudder the destructive cat. One evening, Natalie's acting noticeably weird. Nervous energy, keeps fidgeting constantly, barely touched her dinner. You okay? Yeah, fine, just thinking about stuff. What kind of stuff? Future stuff, long-term things. Oh no, is this the serious relationship talk? Want to be more specific? Where do you honestly see us in 5 years? The dreaded question. Honestly, I see us exactly like this, happy, stable, maybe with better furniture that the cat hasn't completely destroyed. She laughs but still seems nervous. What about marriage? There it is. What about it? Is it something you genuinely want? Eventually, yeah, with the right person. Am I the right person? Looking at her carefully, sitting across from me in our shared apartment, with our cat living the life we built together. Yeah, you definitely are. She smiles, tension visibly breaks. Good, because I want that too. Are we getting engaged right now? Is this happening? No, I'm just checking where your head is at. Well, now I'm actively thinking about it. We're both laughing. When the time is right, we'll both know. Agreed. A few months later, I'm secretly planning something elaborate. Going to propose, bought a ring, have a whole detailed plan. I'd enlisted Madison and Ben to help coordinate. You're really actually doing this? Yeah, I want to marry her. Even after the whole fake boyfriend loyalty test thing? Because of it, actually, we worked through something really difficult and came out significantly stronger. That's actually really mature and healthy. I'm a mature adult now, apparently. Plan is to propose at the gallery where I had my very first show, the one she helped me get. Set up a fake new exhibit opening, invite all friends and family. The exhibit is actually all photos of her, of us, our complete relationship timeline. Spent weeks putting it together in absolute secret. The night arrives, she thinks we're just going to a friend's art show. They look nice. Is this fancy? It's art world fancy, so kind of. We get to the gallery. Everyone's already there, pretending to casually look at art. Her entire family came. Richard looks thrilled. Catherine's already crying. Wait, why is my family here? They like art? She's suspicious now. Walk her through the gallery carefully, photos everywhere on the walls. First photos from the coffee shop. I took it secretly on our actual first real date. Is this us? Keep looking. Next photos show our relationship progression, dinners, walks, lazy Sunday mornings together. Photos of her laughing, sleeping peacefully, reading, just existing naturally. She's crying now. You did all this? I'm a photographer, it's literally my thing. Last wall has one photo, enlarged massively, black and white. It's her looking at me, didn't know I was taking it, pure, genuine joy on her face. Underneath is a placard with text. She reads it out loud. 2 years ago, you paid me to be your fake boyfriend. Best investment you ever made. She's laughing and crying simultaneously. You made a serious profit on that investment. I'm worth way more than $3,000 now. Turn around, everyone's watching intently. Get down on one knee, pull out the ring box. Natalie, you tested me thoroughly. I passed. We fell in love. We built something genuinely real together. She's fully crying now. You taught me about trust, communication, and never settling for less than genuine connection. Madison's crying. Ben's filming everything. Richard is trying not to cry and failing. Will you marry me? Yes. Obviously, yes. Put the ring on her finger. Everyone's cheering loudly. Kiss her in front of everyone. It's absolutely perfect. Party afterwards. And everyone's congratulating us enthusiastically. Richard pulls me aside. Welcome to the family officially. Thanks, Richard. You're a genuinely good man. Take care of her. Always will. Catherine is already planning the wedding. Spring wedding. Summer. Oh, we could do something elaborate at the estate. Mom, we literally got engaged 5 minutes ago. Never too early to start planning. Madison is extremely emotional. I can't believe you guys actually made it, after everything. We're both stubborn. You're perfect for each other. Ben is proud. From fake boyfriend to fiancé, that's quite a journey. Wildest journey of my entire life. You're really doing the marriage thing. I'm really doing it. Genuinely happy for you, man. Vic congratulates us warmly, seems genuinely happy. You two give me hope that good relationships actually exist. They do. Just have to find the right person and do the hard work. I'll try to remember that. Drive home that night. Natalie's staring at her ring. I can't believe you kept this secret. I'm very sneaky when needed. You took all those photos without me noticing. Professional photographer skills. The gallery setup was absolutely perfect. Had lots of help. I love you so much. Love you too, future wife. She smiles at that. Weird how everything worked out. You tested me. I found out. We almost broke up, worked through it, fell in love properly. Unconventional start. Unconventional everything about us. Would you change anything? Think about it carefully. No. And even the hard parts made us significantly stronger. Me neither. Wedding planning starts immediately. Catherine was absolutely not joking about jumping right in. I have 3 venues shortlisted already. We need to decide soon before they book up. Mom, we have plenty of time. Do we though? Natalie and I wanted something relatively small. Family and close friends only. Catherine wants something massive and elaborate. Compromise, medium-sized, estate grounds, nice but not completely insane. I can work with that. 6 months of intensive planning somehow survive. Tried on approximately 1 million dresses with Natalie. You can't see them, it's bad luck. I'm just sitting here, I'm not looking. You might accidentally see. She's superstitious about weird specific things. Ben is my best man, obviously. Speech is going to be absolutely legendary. I have so much material. Please be appropriate. I'll try, no promises though. Wedding day arrives, perfect sunny weather. Standing at the altar, nervous as hell. Ben next to me. You good? Yeah, just nervous. You're marrying the woman you love, it's good nervous. Music starts, everyone stands. Natalie walks down the aisle with Richard. She looks absolutely incredible. I'm definitely crying. You're crying already. Shut up, Ben. Richard hands her off, whispers something to me. She's all yours, don't screw it up. I won't, sir. Ceremony is beautiful, traditional but personal. We wrote our own vows. Mine. I promise to always be honest, to communicate even when it's hard, to support your dreams completely, and to never test your loyalty because I trust you completely. Everyone laughs at that last part. Hers, I promise to always be genuine, to never manipulate or play games, to build our relationship on trust, and to remind you every single day that loving you wasn't part of any test. It was the realest thing I've ever done. Not crying again. Definitely crying. I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss her. Everyone cheers enthusiastically. We're married. Actually married. Reception is perfect, food is incredible, music is good, everyone's happy. Ben's speech is actually appropriate and surprisingly sweet. I watched these two go from a completely fake relationship to a real one, from distrust to complete trust, from complicated to simple. They prove that even rocky starts can lead to beautiful endings. Raises glass. Cheers to love that's tested, proven, and real. Everyone toasts. Madison's speech makes everyone cry. I helped plan a test that almost destroyed a relationship and instead got to watch two people build something incredible. Natalie, you found someone who sees you for who you really are. Alex, you found someone worth fighting for. To the happy couple. First dances to a song we picked together. We actually did it. Yeah, we did. From fake to forever. Still can't believe you paid me $3,000. Best money I ever spent. I'm worth way more now. I know I got a great deal. Laughing while dancing, everyone watching. This is absolutely perfect. Honeymoon in Italy, 2 weeks of pasta and wine and exploring. I could genuinely live here. We should come back for anniversaries. Deal. Take approximately 1,000 photos, photographer problems. Can we just enjoy the moment without documenting everything? No, this is literally my job. You're not working, you're on honeymoon. Can't turn it off. Get back home, back to real life. Married life is basically the same as dating life, except with better tax benefits. We're so boring now. Boring is good. Boring is stable. No more drama. I've had enough drama for a lifetime. 1 year anniversary, we're at dinner. Can you believe it's been a year? Feels like way longer. Is that good or bad? Good means we're comfortable. We're old married people now. We're 27. Still, we're settled. She has that look, the nervous one. What's wrong? Nothing's wrong. I just have the news. What news? I'm pregnant. Processing this information. You're pregnant? Yeah, found out yesterday, wanted to tell you somewhere special. We're having a baby? We're having a baby. I'm crying again. I cry a lot apparently. That's amazing. You're happy? So incredibly happy. Hug her in the middle of the restaurant. Everyone's staring. Don't care. We're having a baby. 9 months of pregnancy adventures. Natalie gets weird specific cravings. I need pickles and ice cream. That's literally a stereotype. I don't care. Get me pickles and ice cream. Get her whatever she wants, supportive husband things. Take maternity photos because I'm a photographer and also a complete sap. She's glowing. Literally, the cliche is absolutely true. You're beautiful. I'm huge. Beautiful and huge. That's not helpful. Baby arrives 3 weeks early. Healthy girl, absolutely perfect. We name her Claire. Classic, simple, nice. Hold her for the first time, instantly, completely in love. We made a human. We did. She's perfect. She really is. Natalie's whole family visits the hospital. Catherine is obsessed. My grandbaby. Richard is surprisingly soft with babies. She has your eyes and Natalie's nose. Good, your nose is weird. Thanks, Richard. Vic brings excessive gifts, emotional about everything. I'm an aunt. You're an aunt. I'm going to spoil her so much. Please don't. Too late. Ben and his girlfriend visit. Dude, you're a dad. I'm a dad. That's wild. So wild. Take approximately 1 million photos of Claire. You're going to fill your phone. Already backed up to 3 different cloud services. You're obsessed. She's my daughter. I'm allowed to be obsessed. Parenthood is exhausting but amazing. No sleep, constant crying, diapers everywhere, but completely worth it. Claire is 6 months old when we're sitting on the couch, exhausted. Remember when you hired me to be your fake boyfriend? Vaguely. Was that before or after the sleep deprivation? 3 years ago. Feels like a completely different lifetime. You tested my loyalty. I did. I'm still sorry about that. I'm not. It led us here. Looking at Claire sleeping in her bassinet. You're really not mad anymore? Not even a little. We have this life because of that weird start. Unconventional beginning, conventional ending. Is this conventional? Married with a baby? Pretty conventional. In the best way. In the best. Think about everything. The fake relationship, the test, the betrayal, the forgiveness, the building of trust. All of it led to this exact moment. Sitting with my wife and daughter in our home. You know what's funny? What? You paid me $3,000. I got a wife, a family, and a career out of it. Best return on investment ever. Definitely. Claire wakes up crying. Your turn. I got her last time. Rock, paper, scissors. You're on. She wins. I get up to get Claire. Pick up my daughter, she stops crying immediately. You just wanted attention, huh? Natalie's watching us, smiling. You're a good dad. You're a good mom. We're good at this. We really are. Sit back down with Claire. She falls asleep on my chest. This is perfect. It really is. Think about how genuinely weird life is. Started as a broke barista taking money to be a fake boyfriend. Ended up with a career, a wife, a daughter, an actual life. All because someone tested my loyalty. Passed the test without knowing I was being tested. Built something real from something fake. Life is strange, wonderful, complicated, simple. Wouldn't change any of it. My face when I got paid to be a fake boyfriend, discovered it was an elaborate loyalty test, almost walked away completely but stayed and built an entire beautiful life with her. That feeling when you realize sometimes the best things in life start with the weirdest circumstances, and you just have to trust the process and do the work.
$3,000 cash for 2 weeks of my time. She said just play along. I said that I'd be fine. She walks into my coffee shop, designer bag and perfect smile. Said she needed a fake boyfriend just for a little while. Her family wouldn't leave her alone, so she hired me to play the part. I thought it was just business. Then she went and stole my heart. But it was all a test. She was watching every move. Paid me just to say if I had something to prove. I fell for her anyway. Thought what we had was real. Now I'm standing here wondering what I'm supposed to feel. Found the messages one night, screenshots of my face. She'd been planning this for weeks, put me right into my place. Every smile was calculated, every moment was a game. She tested me like science, and I only have myself to blame. Yeah, it was all a test. She was watching every move. Paid me just to say if I had something to prove. I fell for her anyway. Thought what we had was real. Now I'm standing here wondering what I'm supposed to feel. How do you love someone who played you from the start? How do you trust again with a broken heart? But maybe that's the point, maybe that's the way. Sometimes you gotta burn it down to build it right someday. It was all a test, but now I understand. She was scared of getting hurt, just needed a safe man. We fell for each other anyway, made the fake turn real.